Ninja and Flannel. Got my range bag here, and I want to show you all what I take to the range every time I go to make sure I'm prepared for the day and it's not going to be, you know, miserable, or even sometimes it can end your whole range trip if you're missing one tool you absolutely need. So, well, let's get right down into it. So first off, I'm using this cool range bag I got off of Bottego. They actually sent it to me for free to try it out, you know, and show you guys, so full disclosure there. So this thing's actually pretty cool. I've been using it for, I want to say a year now, a year and a half, something like that. Got my nice, the Precious sticker. You need that. So it's pretty sweet. So check it out. I'll maybe put a link in the description. You guys can see it if you're interested. So we'll get right down into it. So first off, electrical tape. Very useful. Something you can use to cover targets, hold something together. You always need electrical tape. I'm an electrician, so it's a must. So tape, good way to start. You can use it to tape targets once in a while. Next, we'll move on to thumbtacks. Sometimes you run out of staples, you lose your staple gun, and I actually like to leave a couple of thumbtacks behind on the target for the next guy. Just something to be helpful to other people. Pretty cool. I want to do a quick word from the sponsor of today's video, which is called Aura. So I protect my home, my family, and all of my physical crap with, you know, stuff like this, 2 German Shepherds. Not a problem. The physical threats you can see, you can face, you know, we can handle that. But the digital world is getting crazy. I mean, the last couple of years, they've hit me twice, stole $500 from me each time. Messed up. I could have got a lot of ammo for that. So it's annoying, but that's where Aura comes in. So you can sign up for a free trial through the description of this video and the comment section. Click the link, it'll bring you right to it. 14-day free trial that's easy to cancel. Just a little side note there, very easy to cancel. I looked into it thoroughly before I brought it to you guys. But so you punch your data into there, phone number, your email, whatever you want them to protect, and they just start wiping it off the internet. They take it off the dark web, they remove your phone number from spam callers, so you don't get all those pesky spam calls like I used to get. So it's really cool. Check out Aura. There's so much they offer, from identity theft protection to virus protection and VPNs, which are very cool because I figure if you're going to pay for a VPN, you might as well get all these other benefits as well. So check it out and let me know what you guys think. As well as with the targets, staple gun, extra staples. I don't know about you guys, but I've been out there with my, you know, pocket knife before, forgot my staple gun. I'm out there prying staples out of the target, trying to stick them in. I look like an idiot.
Would an idiot do that? And if they would, I do not do that thing.
Staple gun, tacks, all that stuff, very useful. Some ranges require chamber flags, so I always have a chamber flag in here. Here's my pistol, my rifle one's in here somewhere as well. And it's nice, otherwise you end up sticking empty casing. I actually can't use empty casings, they look like a stovepipe. That's like a pencil in there, something like that. So just getting a couple of cheap chamber flags. You need them when you shoot matches anyway, so that's a good one to keep in your bag. Moving on, I always have a Swiss Army knife in here, just an old-fashioned one, just to get you by. It's good to stick in your pocket if you're making minor adjustments with a flathead or something like that. As well as other tools I would have. I have an HK multi-tool in here. It's kind of like their take on the Leatherman. Very nice, and this one actually has all the little bits and stuff like that and the holder, so you can use it for a lot of adjustments. And it works by, it gets you by in a pinch, but like if you're doing a lot of adjustment with that, it's not super great. So as well as the multi-tool, I would also have full Allen wrenches. I have Torx, metric, and standard. It's maybe a little overkill for some people, but like it's so much nicer if you have all of your stuff on you. I have a full-size flathead as well as a Phillips. The other thing you're going to want is a adjustable wrench. You know, the little nut on your flashlight or scope might come loose. You don't want to mar it up grabbing it with pliers, so just a little tiny adjustable, very useful at the range. I always have that in my bag as well. Another good one is microfiber cloths. I go to like Harbor Freight and buy the big cheap packs of them. It's just nice to have around. You spill something or whatever, you wipe your gun down. Or if it's raining and you're shooting in the rain, sometimes stuff gets a little bit slippery. Let's see here. What else we got? It's kind of a surprise for me. I didn't really like script this. I'm just kind of going through my bag, pulling stuff out and tell you what it is. So, bug spray. I live in Pennsylvania. There's a lot of stinking bugs here. I get torn up by mosquitoes. I think I'm delicious or something. So bug spray is a good one. Now for me, I wear prescription glasses, so I've always got some type of glasses on, usually safety glasses, but I always keep an extra pair in there in case these break or if I'm shooting with someone who forgot them, so you're not stumbling around looking for your glasses when a range officer is walking up.
My glasses! I lost them!
So good one to have in there, extra sets of glasses. Other safety equipment, make sure you get your ear pro and backup ear pro. Same deal, these could fail or break or you could forget them or you might have a buddy there. So I just keep a little set of these and I keep them in my bag just pretty much at all times. I don't think I've ever even used these ones, but it's nice to have them on you just in case. Let's see what else we got in here. Alright, that's good for that pouch. This bag's awesome actually. So you got so many pouches. You can almost lose stuff in this bag because there's so many. For example, here we go. Pencils and Sharpies. I always got pencils on here, Sharpies. These are nice for maybe marking spots on your scope, something like that. Sharpie, the glorious Sharpie, is really nice because if you get to the range and you forgot targets, which I am prone to doing, I walk up there, look at somebody else's target with less holes in it, take my Sharpie, mark all of their shots, and it's basically a fresh target. Other thing is nice is I don't ever buy black Sharpies because I want weird colors. So if, like at a match or competition, I'll mark all the bottom of my mags with green or red, gold, silver, something like that, just to distinguish my stuff. So I like having a weird color that is not going to be the same as other people's. So moving on. This isn't, maybe it's not so much a range bag. Some people keep it on their rifle. I just keep my my QD sling in my bag at all times. So I've always got one on me because it sucks. You get to the range, you forgot your sling, and then you're carrying it around like a noob all day, setting it down on the table to reload. So just throw an extra sling in your bag and keep it on there. Something that works for all of your guns. Like all of mine are QD, so I have this in here pretty much at all times. And let's see here, Magpul gloves. So I'm trying these out. I don't know if I'm totally sold on them. So I gotta keep these in here, especially for my AK. The handguard gets really crapping hot. So these just give you a little protection. The Magpul ones, you know, these are, I got them a little bit small, so they are nice and tight. They're actually pretty sweet. Like, I think the grip here could probably use a little more, but we'll see. Maybe I'll modify them. Spray some bed liner on them or something. So gloves, you want to have gloves at the range so you don't burn your hand. I'm always getting burned one way or another. Ooh, shot timer. If you don't shoot with a shot timer, you gotta get a shot timer. I mean, honestly, just using a shot timer at the range will change the whole way you shoot. Builds a little false sense of urgency, a little bit of an adrenaline rush, just to race something rather than just plinking all day and moseying around. So shot timer, I use the packed. I actually like this a lot. I mean, a lot of people on here on YouTube use this. Yeah, the packed timer is really nice. It's very simple, just a couple of buttons. Clips right on you, and since the screen's facing up, you just look right down on it and you get your times. So packed timer, I don't even like going to the range without it now. Other electronics, rangefinder. This is it's not a super crazy one. I think these are like maybe 180, 200, something like that. But this is Vortex, and this one actually works really nice. This is this has the, let's see here, what's that called? The adjustment HCD for angle adjustment and stuff like that. I use this for bow hunting, but it's really nice at the range if you're not sure if their targets are quite where they're at and you're trying to do a really precise sight-in. Just having your own rangefinder is really nice to have. And it doesn't take up much space in your bag, and you can put it on your belt if need be. Let's see here. Speed loader. So, I mean, you could be a tough guy and load mags all day, but when you start getting into the like 21 round 9mm mags, it just gets old. So the speed loader, these are 20 bucks, I think. I think this is Magpul. I like this a lot, and I actually give them a couple away because they just make your life a lot better. Let's see, paint. Paint, this is a good one because not just for targets. A lot of times if you're going to run drills, you end up sticking sticks in the ground and stuff like that, just trying to mark locations. Little bottle of paint, and you can mark out your yardage, different shooting locations. You can almost set up your own little two-gun match, just a little can of paint. So, I mean, this is such an easy thing to make your range experience so much more fun. And I like it a lot. Moving on. Ooh, CLP. It's almost embarrassing how many times I've gone to the range, taking somebody who's not really at the range a lot or actively using their guns, and their gun is bone dry and it's jamming all over the place. Full disclosure, I used the dipstick off my car one time and lubricated an AR with engine oil. It ran like a champ, but it was a little goofy, so I just have a bottle of CLP. This is the Lucas. First time trying this, just bought it yesterday, so let me know what you guys think about it. Yeah, I like it so far. It smells nice. But that's what it's all about, you know. So the CLP is really nice just to have it in your bag. Moving to the front pouch here. It's like a mystery box. I have so much stuff in here. Flashlights. A flashlight's one of those things that like you never need it until you really need it. So just keep a flashlight in your bag. Make sure it's charged. My point exactly. Make sure you got good batteries for it. Speaking of batteries, extra batteries. This is for my rifle light, for my pistol light. It's not that much money. Throw some batteries in there, and like this is a nice new sealed pack. These are rechargeable. We'll see how that works. But a couple extra batteries will make your life a lot easier, especially if you do a night shoot, which I'm going to be doing pretty soon. Back to target marking. I actually just bought these. I haven't used them yet. They're going to be really nice for those cardboard silhouette targets because they're the same color rather than using blue painter's tape like I usually do. So these are pretty cool. They weren't that expensive. I got them off of Midway for a couple bucks. I think it was like $2 a roll, something like that. They were cheap. So these are pretty cool as well. Nice thing to have. Another one here. Now this isn't, I don't say this absolutely necessary, but I have a little battery pack phone charger on here, which is actually solar. Now this one, I didn't buy this. I was driving and found it on the side of the road. So this is just meant to be mine by fate. So it's pretty cool. It's solar. It's got a micro USB to USB ports here. It's actually got a cool flashlight right in the end here. Super bright. So it kind of doubles as my flashlight. Thank goodness my other one's dead. And I like it a lot. Paracord. As you can see, I've never needed the paracord at the range, but I don't know. It's just nice to have a little roll of paracord on you should you need it. If you want a hike or something, you can make a makeshift sling out of it. Pretty much whatever you want to do. I like having the paracord. Moving to more important type stuff. I've got a nice med kit on here. Now, this is obnoxious. It used to be on my shooting belt. It just wasn't happening. So this is an entire first aid kit plus an entire trauma kit, just all stuffed in here. So I've got tourniquets, chest seals, all kinds of just everything, gloves. It's really nice to have this should something ever happen at the range, because we all do our best to be safe, but at the end of the day, they're firearms. They have the potential to be really, really dangerous. Someone might shoot themselves in the leg drawing.
These babies can go on. Now!
It's nice to know you have this on you, and if it's on my range bag, and I always bring my range bag, I'll always have my med kit. So that's something that if you've been putting off, like, oh, maybe I'll buy one soon, just buy it, because if you ever need it, it's going to be important. So here's a cool feature about this bag, actually. So this side port here, I don't have any mags or ammo in here right now. Normally I would carry them in separate containers. If I don't want to do that, this bottom section here, this pouch, if you can see it, it opens up and there are
There's three of them, baby. 3.
handgun cases in here. And these cases by themselves are actually really nice little cases. They got a carry handle. They open up. They've got a spot for extra mags and parts and stuff like that. They have a Velcro section that comes down with your actual firearm in there. And then you've also got a bunch of extra magazine pouches, which weren't necessary for my revolver. So these are cool, and like I said, it holds 3 of them. So I don't usually do that. Like if I'm taking a lot of people to the range or somebody's trying to figure out what gun they're gonna buy, I will bring these out to try to show them a couple. So you can fit 3 of these in the bottom compartment. Now, here's the cool thing about this bag. This bottom compartment, when you take them out, is just this giant cavern. So one of the things I would highly recommend bringing to the range is one of each mag. So I got my 308, AK-AR 22, Strybog 1911, and my 9mm pistol. With this cavern, you just stuff them all in. Like that. Then when you go to the range, you're not going to be, oh, you brought your AK today and you forgot your mag. That's what I did the other day. and you just got one of each mag in there, or you can stick all of your, ammo boxes, stuff like that, stack it right in the bottom, and honestly, the more you put in there, the better the bag stands up. So it's pretty cool. So on top of that, here's something really cool. You can zip this up, because it's separate. These top pouches stop halfway, and that's a separate cavern. But you can open this sucker up, and on the inside in here, there is these Velcro, whatever you call it, tearaways, and you can actually fold this right into itself, and it opens up this to be like a normal backpack where it passes all the way through, and all those mags I just put in come right out the top. So you can actually turn this bag from like just a regular range bag with all the compartments into a full-size deep backpack for hiking, or like a 2 or 3 day assault pack, something like that. And it's pretty cool that it has such versatility in this bag. And like you can see, there's pockets all over the place. It's just cool. I like it a lot. The it's got a carry handle on the top. One thing that I didn't think would be nice, but it is, if you're moving just kind of like from lane to lane at your range, you don't want to zip up everything, you take these over and just clamp them, and it holds together pretty well. I think I was marching from lane to lane yesterday at the range, and I didn't even close the zipper. I clipped this thing and just went all over the place with no problem. Moving to the back, it's kind of nice. You got these shoulder straps, which are cool. They got, I actually like this. It's got the cross piece for your chest, as well as like a belt setup. So if you're like really sending it on a big hike or something, this bag is actually really comfortable. Really thick pads in here. So it's pretty cool. Overall, I'm decently impressed with it. So that's pretty much all I bring to the range every time. It's all scattered here on the table, and like, it might seem like a lot of stuff, but really, like, you'll use it. You'll have one day where you need to fill up, or either flathead, you need your Allen wrenches, or all three at once on whatever you're doing. And it sucks to have your range day get ruined because you're missing something. We all have busy lives, work, family. Sometimes it takes a while just to get to the range, so you don't let your range day get ruined by missing something. And on that note, actually, here's something now. I didn't include this because it's hard to fit them in my bag. I need to get shorter cleaning rods, because I always have cleaning supplies in here. Having cleaning rods is a bigger deal than you might think. That ruined a range day, I think one range day for me. The empty shell didn't extract. It was stuck in my chamber, and I couldn't get it out. I mean, I could tell. I knew they were on fire. I just needed to send something down to pop it through, and I didn't have anything, so I had to call it a day. That sucked. So I need some shorter ones so they fit in my bag better, but just a couple of cleaning rods for strictly that purpose would be huge. So consider that as well as everything else. So thanks for watching the video, and like, subscribe, comment if you enjoyed this, and have a good one.